for another episode of Get a Load of This. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jared.
Didn't even count that shit down. You kind of caught me off guard here a little bit. This is Ryan.
Me.
Hey, and this is Joe. I'm back.
Joe is
Look
back.
who's back. Guess who's back?
Welcome back.
There you go.
Welcome
Another
back.
Welcome Back Cotter reference. Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn glad to have you back, Joe.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. It was a shit time, but glad to be back.
Yeah, good deal. Chuck's pissed at you though.
Yeah,
Chuck thought he had a spot at the table, but he missed.
He bailed last
week
time.
and
You snooze, you lose.
couldn't fucking make the cut. Couldn't answer the bell because
he ain't gonna be able to do this shit in school anyhow.
Well, right,
so
yeah, you got homework and
fucked.
shit. Yeah,
he had one more week
right.
left.
Yeah, this is it. This is his only shot.
But, yeah, I was gonna wait till next week, but I thought, you know what, my mama would have loved. She liked me joking around.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you told me a neat story about you, but not, let me reiterate, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
for those that don't know or didn't listen to the last episode, Joe's mother passed away, and she was a pretty kick-ass lady from all I could tell. I met her a few times, and she raised some good young men and a good daughter, and she had a hell of a husband, too. And anyway, but you told me that you found something.
Yeah, she actually had some envelope or something, but she had wrote down to get a load of this.
The URL for the...
Yeah. And she was going to listen to it. I mean, because she would hear my brother, who is a loyal listener, and my sister had started listening to it too. And I guess...
Oh, shit, I didn't know your sister was listening too.
Yeah.
Right
and so she was... she got it. She's like, I guess I'll listen.
Right on.
And so... Yeah, anyhow, my sister found it going through her stuff, and she gave it to me. So
that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, damn it, there goes a listener, though. But,
Yeah.
well,
we need everyone we can get,
Yeah.
But I'm sure she's paying attention
Yep.
now anyway. So,
Well, we're glad to have you back.
yeah, man, it's really
glad
good
to be
have you
back. Glad to be back.
Chuck will get over it. He'll have to get his own fucking podcast.
So, what are we talking about this week?
Well,
Wieners.
yeah,
It always goes back to that.
keeps coming up.
Yeah.
So we definitely have more than 16, but we're not going to do a Sweet 16. We're going to talk about movie sequels that should have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just because we just did a quick Google search, this has been covered on the interwebs. But we didn't get
we're
our
not breaking new
take.
ground here.
Yeah, but I mean,
Are we ever really?
yeah,
I mean, it's,
everything's been done. If it's if we come up with that one genuinely unique and original idea,
it'll be because a meteor hit Silver Creek Studios.
Yeah, right.
That'd be the only way we're going to hit new ground, guys.
Yeah. So, we've written down some things here, but I'm telling you that I don't know that this topic. I don't know. I mean, it's a good one. I don't think it's going to be too controversial. I don't think there'll be people out there that'll be like, "Oh my God, that was awesome." Of course, we did have a couple of those just in our
Occasionally,
early
you
discussion.
run into a big Rocky V fan, and they're gonna
Well, sure, you're going
get in an uproar over it.
Well, I
but,
like all the Rockies,
but-
and I even that one. The fight.
I liked Rocky Old Line versus Young Line. I thought
That's
that was
five,
great.
yeah,
That's
right.
five. But
Yep.
The
a bad
last
example.
fight in that movie
Was
was
the street
probably one of the best fights of any of the Rocky movies. Unfortunately, the rest of the movie was shit. But that fight at the end, the street fight with him and Tommy Gunn, is
Tommy the Machine
it's one of the
Gun.
best fights in all the Rocky movies. And that's some pretty damn good fights.
Do you think that was pre-AIDS? That wasn't pre-AIDS.
No, I think he was.
He was full on infected.
Rocky or Stallone, maybe. Depending. Well, they never really hit each other, but
Yeah, it's probably all done.
He was
like do all your fight scenes, and then we'll just bring him in, and he'll do all his fight scenes.
And then we'll just
why don't we just
CGI
do
it
it together? You have AIDS. We're talking about Sly Stallone. This is an icon.
It's a national treasure. Yeah, we can't have
Yeah.
Stallone getting infected.
I would rather burn Statue of Liberty to the ground than you and your AIDS infect our Sly Stone.
Yeah.
We'll let you hit Bridget Nielsen, though.
Everybody else has. But
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
nice.
You
All
ain't
right.
going to do anything worse than Flavor Flav did to her. Flavor Flav! Keep the clock on.
Oh, that's right. If you're just tuning in, Joe is back. Oh, man. I'm sweating.
So, what the hell? It's not hot in here.
I think it's just because I'm laughing so hard, Jared.
Stop
it has nothing to
bad-mouthing
do with
the
the
studio.
studios. It's
got fully functioning air
Well,
conditioning again.
and the security guard's been breathing on the nape of your neck for half an hour.
yeah, he's on to
Sounds
us.
like he made a friend.
Well, but
left me alone.
Apparently lets anybody in here, though.
Yeah, no shit.
So we said that in order to make our list, the original movie needed to be epic, like a big blockbuster, successful movie.
Pretty good movie. It had to be something.
So
worthwhile.
there's plenty of examples of mediocre movies that had terrible sequels.
Right.
We're looking for big,
like Legally Blonde. Right. We talked about that, and that doesn't make the cut because of those are crap movies to begin with.
Yeah. So it's got to be a great movie that had a shitty sequel.
Right. Well, my number one. And I'm just going to go out there. And I told you about them before.
You did. Yeah. You said it right away.
And I wrote them down. The first two that came to my mind, I'm going to start with one. It's Caddyshack 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we could analyze this one. We already did a little bit. But it's like that Caddyshack is one of the most iconic comedic movies ever.
A great ensemble.
Period. Yeah. I mean, and just an unbelievable cast. Superstars, comedic legends.
What was interesting to me was when you were talking about the sequel, I don't think I've ever seen it actually, but because you said iconic cast in the first one, but all these names you're saying in the second one were iconic actors, yet it was terrible.
Yeah,
so but kind of
briefly go through and say who was in it and who did what.
Well, but you think about it, okay, so that movie came out in 80, and they actually shot it in 79.
Right.
A lot of those actors, other than Ted Knight, were fairly new to the scene. I'm not going to say that they were new to the scene, like like.
Well, they were like fresh off SNL, so they were the original cast members of SNL, and so they were getting their start.
Well, and they were all friends. That's actually a National Lampoon's,
right? Well, and Harold Ramis was one of the writers. What's the other guy's name? His name? Damn it! He was the main writer and
the
producer.
Guy from.
He's still alive.
I'm thinking of the guy that did National Lampoon's is one of the main guys from that movie.
Yeah.
The one that took a walk off of a volcano.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
He took a walk off a volcano. Fell in a volcano.
Really?
But to go back to what Jared was saying, the cast or whatever, we did, the comparisons of what character matched up with what character. And so you had Rodney Dangerfield in the first one, who's a legend. Everybody loves Rodney Dangerfield.
And Jackie Wilson?
I'll get to that in a second. I'm trying to figure out the guy.
The obvious one is Bill Murray was replaced by
Dan Aykroyd.
But it was terrible.
But a forgettable Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't Ghostbusters Dan Aykroyd.
No.
It wasn't even Zelensky Auto Parts. That Dan Aykroyd.
Right.
I sell car parts to the American worker because that's who I like and that's who I care about.
Doug Kinney. Was the National Lampoon's guy. I'm not sure if he's the one that walked off of...
Well, the guy I'm talking about in Animal House, this is the guy. They're all sitting around after they get expelled, and he goes, "Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron?" That guy is the brains behind National Lampoons.
Huh.
I think that's Doug Kinney. I'm gonna look.
Think you're right,
he was in Animal House. He was a writer. Maybe he wasn't in it. He was a writer of Animal House. I'm telling you, dude. What we supposed to do, you moron? Yeah.
And then they had the toga party.
Let's see. He was an actor in 4 movies. Animal House. He played Stork. That's probably the guy you're thinking of. Between the Lines, I never heard of, and Caddyshack and Heavy Metal. All movies that we should probably go watch.
Probably.
If he was in them. So, but yeah, I forget what else.
So you said
Danny Noonan.
Was it Ted Knight or who?
Ted Knight was his counterpart would have been Robert Stack.
Right.
Robert Stack, best known in my world as Unsolved Mysteries,
which everybody likes Robert Stack, but not in that role replacing.
No, not in that. His voice is therapeutic.
That's Jackie Mason.
Jackie Mason, yeah. Jackie Wilson was a singer.
Right, yeah, higher and higher.
Your love. He also did, I just had it in my head. It was Teardrops Falling or something like that.
Yeah. Teardrops on My Pillow. Or maybe something like that. Anyway, this isn't a music episode.
So that's a clear case where even with
toilet seat.
Good actors, terrible writing makes a terrible movie.
Right. So you had Jackie Mason that tried to replace Rodney, and then Robert Stack trying to replace Ted Knight, and then Jonathan Silverman was trying to replace Danny Noonan.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Let's see.
And then
here.
the chick would have been replacing jeez.
Yeah, the bad Irish accent lady, whatever her name is.
Jeez, Dad, it's all I need. And then you want to come in and sort my prayer cards? That means banger.
Yeah.
While while the nuncio is out jumping to see if he can watch.
So I'm pretty sure the only actor to come back and do the second one was Chevy Chase, and he's probably kicking himself for that.
Money's money,
right?
But he wasn't in it a lot, though.
No, he just had a brief part in it. But
Ty Webb.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was just a bad movie. The plot was bad. The acting was bad. There was nothing redeeming.
We've laid on this long enough.
So all right, moving on. One of my favorite movies of all time is Blues Brothers.
Yep.
And Blues Brothers 2000. I was extremely excited about, and I don't know why, because I knew that John Belushi was dead.
John Goodman had to play a role that honestly he couldn't do.
No, you can't fill those shoes. And honestly, they would have been better off bringing in Jim Belushi as opposed to John Goodman. And I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Jim Belushi is just not.
He's not his brother. Definitely, he doesn't have the same energy. But beyond all of that, Aykroyd was trying to force something to happen. He was trying to, he'd been wanting to do it for years and years. Well,
because it got cut short, and he that was a great thing.
And he was trying to relive this greatness, which was the Blues Brothers, which was a phenomenon. Just the fact that they went on tour. Jake and Elwood went on tour with the Saturday Night Live band with Paul Schaefer and
but all
Donald
it was a shtick. It was just a shtick they did on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, it started off as just a bit, but they were actually good musicians. Those musicians that played with them were very talented. And,
we do both kinds of music, country and western.
Right. And Jake and Elwood weren't terrible musicians themselves. I mean, Elwood Aykroyd can actually play the harmonica fairly well, and he can kind of sing. And Jake Belushi, dude could sing. There's no doubt he could sing, and definitely had the energy to lead a band. So anyway, I was jazzed about it.
Thanks to his coke dealer.
Well, yeah, a little bit. But I think I feigned illness at work
to go see it,
and I left work early and went to the movie theater and watched it by myself on the day that it released.
You are one pathetic loser.
Yeah. I know it's not a high spot in my life or my career, but but that's what happened, and I regret.
There are no jobs in this town unless you want to work 40 hours a week.
That is in my top 3 all-time movies.
But so that would have came out in 2000.
I think it was 99 actually, probably. It was
called Blues Brothers 2000.
Right, but I think it probably came out leading up to the
It was like car model years.
Yeah.
It's always the year before.
Something like that. I could be wrong. I probably look that shit up on my phone too, but
Jeez.
Anyway,
Get off your phone. We're podcasting
here. It was very disappointing.
Yeah.
And
it was.
To a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, move along on your
next.
list.
Well,
well, hold on.
Hold on. It says it was a 1998 film.
What?
Yeah, believe it or not. But it also had Aretha.
Thought it would have staying power.
It had Aretha Franklin, B.B. King, James Brown,
you had a thing,
Eric Clapton.
Think about what you
Frank Oz
to do
made a
to me.
return. Wilson Pickett, Matt Guitar Murphy, Paul Schaefer. Steve Cropper.
Hey,
all these guys. These are legends. Blues. Bo Diddley, Dr. John, Johnny Lang. Anyway, I'm done here.
Hey, did you go to Lollapalooza this year?
No, my son did though.
A lot of good bands there.
Yeah.
Didn't make it, did you?
No, didn't quite. Anyway, next on the list we had...
I gotta get a beer. Yeah, it took fucking forever. Honestly.
We gotta move along a little
zip
faster.
through these a little quicker.
Well, we don't have to go through all of them.
We don't have to.
All right,
what do you want to do next? Dumb and Dumber 2?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't think we can analyze this one pretty quick.
Yeah.
Or Dumb and Dumber.
Given that I can quote damn near the whole movie original...
And you don't know shit about the sequel.
So bad. Yeah.
I have never seen either of the sequels.
Really?
So, but I like Dumb and Dumber.
Even the one, the latest sequel had Jim Carrey,
right?
And what's his name?
And the other guy, yeah,
Daniels.
Yeah.
But it was just rehashing the same jokes. I mean, some of it was literally the same joke.
Yeah.
It had Andrea from Walking Dead in it.
Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. Huh. She was
Jeff Daniels.
Right.
Love interest, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
It was kind of stupid. And then they did kind of rehash the same jokes.
Well, while we're beating up on Jim Carrey, Son of the Mask.
Was he in that? Was he?
I don't. Well, no, I don't think
so.
he was. But the Mask. I think
the dog was.
We
in
said
it,
our criteria was that the first movie had to be good. I would question if this one deserves to be.
Yeah,
on the list.
are you kidding me? No,
it was
you like The Mask?
successful, but I don't think it holds up now. You go back and watch it, you're like,
Well, yeah, but it launched Cameron Diaz.
Yeah. That
Fair
was
enough.
before she was rail thin. She actually had some curves
Had
to
some
her
meat
back
on
then.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still had that big, largemouth bass mouth. You know, she went to the same high school as Snoop Dogg, same
Is that
time.
right?
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah.
So, did she grow up in the hood, or
Well,
is Snoop a complete lie?
See, I don't know. That's my thing because they showed a picture of her, and I guess she went to Long Beach.
Long Beach High School or whatever. Maybe just that Snoop grew up on the wrong side of the track. Went to the same high school. She was on the right side of the tracks. Maybe, who knows?
In the ghetto.
Right.
But or he might have been a bussin'. You don't know.
Well, yeah, that's true. That was the time,
And
I guess they did that shit in California.
I'm sure they did. Why not? And he didn't do. And he didn't stay.
Right. Well, yeah, he had a music career to go chase.
Well, he was 18 when he started doing that, but he had dope to start slanging.
Oh yeah, well that'll
And,
do it too.
But he quit. He was a basketball player, a pretty damn good one,
Really?
from what I gathered. And
There's no money in that compared to slinging dope, though.
well, not then. Yeah, they
Depends
don't.
how far
I
you
heard
get.
they don't pay their high school players anymore.
Right.
But there's hella money in basketball now. You could be an average player and make $100 million.
Right.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's
Not to
insane
get
what
off
they're
on
getting,
sports,
yeah.
but yeah, NBA players, just
Paid.
mediocre players that score single digits a game are making tens
Yeah.
of millions of
Ridiculous money.
dollars.
Yeah,
Right.
You can suck and be $25 million a year. Nah, I wouldn't say suck, but you could be.
Yeah.
You could, yeah.
All right, next.
On the list, we don't have to go in necessarily in this order, but I had Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. So
Which-
those first three movies were just so successful, huge. Especially the first one, but the third one, Sean Connery, just big blockbuster movie.
right.
And then you waited. How long
Never
was it?
seen
Like
them.
10 or 15 years.
It was a
between
long
them?
damn time,
Yeah.
and everybody thought, well, how can Harrison Ford do this again? And he wasn't the problem.
No. Well,
he could have
no.
done it again
Yeah.
2 or 3 more times, but it was all Shia, I think.
Yep.
Oh, and the plot, and the
Yeah,
writers,
It wasn't
Should
a
have
great.
buried you in one of them holes from holes.
right?
Did you say which one have you not seen?
Any.
You haven't seen any Indiana
No,
Jones movies?
no.
Oh
The only
my
thing that
gosh.
I know of Indiana Jones is there was the bridge broke,
Mhm.
and then the bag got hot, and all the
Uh-huh.
eggs fell out.
Eggs.
And
yeah, that sounds accurate.
That's
and
That was
Temple of
two.
Doom. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and the ball rolling down or the big
Mhm.
stone
that's
coming
one.
at him.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
Raiders.
Short round.
That's 2.
Yeah, that's the same.
And Kate Capshaw went to my high school, Miss
Really?
Spielberg. Yeah,
Okay.
class 74.
And that's
Huh.
2 as well. She wasn't in the first one.
71. 71,
She was, I
74.
gotta say, she was pretty hot in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Agreed.
and landed one hell of a gay.
Right.
One hell of a gay.
Well, I would say that the second one was. I mean, they're all good. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, not good, but
Yeah.
all other than that are good. But I think I prefer 2 over Raiders.
Really?
Yeah.
That's most people's least favorite is the second one.
Nah, I think I liked it because of Short Round and because
Yeah.
I don't know, it was more exciting and comedic.
Yeah.
I think there was more funny moments, but they're all
See,
good.
I
One's
think- well,
really
okay.
good too, though. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's hard to really put one over the other.
I think the third one's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's newer, and you had Sean Connery.
Right,
And to me,
right.
a little more humor in that one with
Yeah,
the
you're
father
right. Good
son
point. Good
thing
point.
going on.
Nazis,
Right.
Well, there was Nazis.
Can't
in
go wrong with Nazis.
the first one too, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, it's all about the Nazis.
The second one, there was no Nazis.
I feel like maybe mixed in the palace there was something
Some
to
Nazi,
do with the Nazis.
presence.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Illinois,
the main thing.
Illinois Nazis.
Right. Nice. Way to tie it back into Blues Brothers, man. So
All
next
right,
on the
next.
list we had Speed 2, which
Yeah.
Cruise Control.
again, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Really?
Jason Patrick.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking Lost Boys 2, 3, whatever they all did. Lost Boys, great movie, but when they started going off.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was another Lost
Yeah,
Boys.
there are.
Huh.
And then they redid it after right before Corey Haim died. They redid a Lost Boys from Feldman's money,
Really?
and it didn't do very well.
Was Feldman in it?
Hell yeah, he paid for it.
Man, he's funny to look at. He's had a little too much plastic surgery, I think. or
Corey
something.
Feldman?
Yeah.
I don't think he's had
He just
any.
looks, maybe not. Maybe he just got old and
Yeah.
he just is hard. He's
I
hard to
don't know.
look at. He's odd looking to me.
He's goofy, but
Yeah.
he's one of them guys where I wish him well.
Yeah. Well, I think he's also batshit crazy. I mean, well, he had the whole claim where he was, well, maybe it's not a claim. I don't want to say he's right or wrong, but that he was molested by producers in Hollywood whenever he was a teen actor.
Yeah.
He
said that it was Corey Haim that was really molested.
Well, both of them though. But he's the one that came out with the Me Too movement and made a big stink about it. But
he's the one that claimed that Corey Haim was molested by Charlie Sheen on Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
On Lucas.
Lucas. Yep. No shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, full on.
That's I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Full on. And from what I gathered from it, Corey actually fell in love with him.
Yeah.
Corey Haim. Haim was infatuated with him.
Developed a thing for Charlie Sheen.
And Charlie was just into
getting off.
Right, into the sexual prowess of it all. Man. Yeah, I totally agree.
But then
That's
he makes
crazy.
it sound like, not that this excuses it in any way, but that maybe even Charlie Sheen had some of that happen to him when he was younger, and it just was the culture of Hollywood.
Yeah, that would have been like Charlton Heston. Say, boy, hold this gun and let me touch you where it touches.
You don't say no to Charlton Heston.
No.
Yeah, have you seen Ben-Hur? Why don't you just kneel here and we'll watch it together? Oh, it's terrible.
It is terrible.
Because Michael Douglas.
Molestation humor. There's nothing like it.
What was his dad?
Martin Sheen.
Sheen, that's right.
Michael Douglas and Kirk Douglas.
Right.
Kirk Douglas is his dad.
Yeah. They probably, those two just ran through women.
Oh, yeah. Probably still are. Well, Kirk's dead now.
Kirk's dead.
He had a stroke.
And Michael got Catherine Zeta.
Yeah, he's done well for himself.
Was it Michael Douglas that got throat cancer or something that he claimed was from, eating out his wife?
Oh, wow.
Can I say that on the air?
You guys are watching a lot of different shit that I'm watching. I hadn't heard that.
Inside edition.
Yeah,
So.
I don't get Vagina Quarterly, so I don't see that.
I think there was some claim where he had something.
I know he was a sex addict, and he was the first sex addict I've ever heard of.
Wow. Or
I was like, wow,
celebrity sex
I was
addict.
Wow, you too?
I'm not alone. All right, moving on. We already talked about Rocky V, didn't we?
We mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we said you liked it. You really liked it. No, we all really liked it.
No, I think that just the last fight is one of the best fights.
Yeah,
I like
Rocky.
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was a good movie.
I don't hate it.
Yeah,
it maybe doesn't deserve to be on the list, but of the Rocky movies, it's probably the worst.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know that it made.
Oh, I don't know. Well, if you said he fought a hologram in the next one.
Yeah, no. Well, he did. It was a simulation, but then he actually did fight. And it was supposed to be an exhibition, but Rocky was taking it seriously. And the guy that he was fighting, whose name escapes me, was like, dude, this is an exhibition. What are you doing?
Mason the Line Dixon.
Yeah. So he was
not that.
No, what's his real name?
I can't. I know who you're talking about. He was a hell of a fighter for a brief moment.
Is it something with a T? Torver?
I don't
Tarvez?
No.
Tavares?
No.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, so
we'll let you know in the next one.
We beat Rocky up a little bit.
But so he beat the shit out of somebody in preseason?
No,
that one sucks more than 5.
It was an exhibition fight.
To prove
it was to prove what all the you see it now. It's like, who would win a fight today? Would it be Money Mayweather or Liston or Ali? It's like, who in their prime, who would win?
But then what's crazy about
this was them trying to play that out completely.
So you would have to take Money Mayweather against someone like Sugar Ray or someone, because you got to be in their weight class.
Right. Yeah,
Antonio Tarver. I said Tarver.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever the matchup is, just like, well, pound for pound and in their prime, who would win? Right. And that's what they were trying to do in the movie.
It was a video game simulation. And then in the game, Rocky ended up winning, which gave him and his fans the notion that, hey, maybe you really could fight.
Right. And then the guy started mouthing off like Apollo did in the first one, and said, well, I can't have this guy talking like this about me. I can't have this going around, and I want to fight him. And so Rocky's like, all right, I'll fight you. And the rest is history.
Apollo won in the first one, right?
Yes.
Barely.
Spoiler alert, yes. For those that haven't seen a 40-year-old movie.
Oh, my God. For anything that we say, especially me, if I spoil something for you,
it's a 40-year-old movie.
I'm sorry. I could spoil something. Yeah, I could spoil something that I seen last night. I don't care. I listened to the last one, guys. I still watch TV like the old way.
Yeah, I know you do. You do. Yeah.
So,
We gotta, bring you into the 21st century, man. Get you a DVR.
I don't even want that. I could have one, just don't want it.
Yeah.
I wait.
You like to set aside time. You're like, I know at 8 o'clock on Sunday, Walking Dead's coming on.
Time.
And,
that's when we do it.
Yeah. It's probably good.
That's what we talked about, with the
we
the
do
way
it
streaming.
we do it as a family, and it's our
streaming
time.
TV has changed the way you watch TV,
Right.
but not for Joe. He still sits around. They make time to watch a show together
on Thursday nights. CBS, because you leave it on CBS, and we watch.
And you watch the whole run. All night.
There's 2 hours, and I can't think. Well, Mom is one show. Life in Pieces is one show.
See, there's something romantic, not in a lovey-dovey sense, but just like a antiqueness of that. Yeah, like family that hangs out on a...
Like right now, we do Sunday nights at 7. We'll put on Columbo until 8, and 8 we watch Sharp Objects, which is a new show on HBO, which is highly acclaimed. And it's a really good show. It moves a little slow. It's the same person that did Gone Girl.
All right.
If you've ever seen that. If you haven't seen that, that's a great movie. That's a great movie.
So you don't watch much of any streaming?
None.
Your daughter does, though.
Yeah.
But you and the wife, you guys don't.
And then at 9 o'clock, we watch Preacher.
But then on Tuesday nights, he's like, "Peace out, bitches! I'm podcasting."
Yeah, well, yeah. And then during the week, it's Office. I do watch Trevor Noah at 10 o'clock. If I'm there or I'm watching it, and then I watch because The Office comes on again.
You can stream every episode commercial free on Netflix.
I have every episode on DVD.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I started watching. Better Call Saul came on again last night, which is one of my favorite shows, and I realized that I watch a lot of AMC.
I do too.
Pretty much, if I could leave, and you know what, the movies that they've been playing lately too, they had Smokey and the Bandit on like a week ago.
Did they?
Just had they've had they had Great Outdoors, and they had Uncle Buck.
Yeah, they did have Uncle Buck. Great Outdoors. Oh my God, Great Outdoors is just an unbelievable,
just a great movie, 100%. Yeah.
And I told you we get off topic.
Is there a sequel?
There is no sequel. They better not. They don't give up.
You couldn't.
No, well, John Candy's dead.
Yeah.
And Dan Aykroyd can't carry the movie. It was all Candy, and it's the same with.
Oh, I don't know. Dan Aykroyd did well in that movie.
Well, yeah, but he needed John Candy.
Oh, he had to play off John Candy. Yeah. John Candy was that lovable, awesome dad, just a dad, and John Candy is this Joe of a person. He's a fucking asshole.
Summer Rental was also on, by the way. I just thought of that.
Summer Rentals is a good. I like Summer.
On like a mid-80s.
Summer Rental is
well,
good.
They had like a John Candy tribute or some shit. It was awesome.
Then go to Tampa, you dumb Swede.
That's Rip Torn.
Yeah,
that plays the pirate in that movie.
Right. 4 catches of the day. Scully catches of the day. Yeah, it's just TV
Frozen
dinners.
Fish sticks. Yeah. That's a good movie.
But I don't like. Well, is that Summer? Yeah, it is Summer Rental. I don't like Summer Rental until they get into the
when they're getting ready to race
when they fuck with that guy.
Yeah,
and they go to pay the rent. And he bought the house and he tears it up and he goes, I wouldn't keep this money if my family was starving in the street.
What was that guy's name? He's a famous. He's dead now.
He's an asshole too. He's an asshole in everything you've ever seen.
Right? Yeah. Well, he got typecast.
So what's your favorite John Candy movie?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh, I don't know. Favorite John? He's so many. Okay.
So my 2 favorite movies of all time are Stripes and the Blues Brothers, and he was in both of them.
Stripes.
Well,
and Stripes,
okay,
but he wasn't the lead character in either one of those.
Leading character.
But Stripes, he was more of a character.
Yeah.
Than he was.
Dewey Oxburger. My friends call me Ox.
Yeah. Yeah.
People say I swallowed a lot of aggression.
A lot of pizzas.
And a lot of pizzas.
Yeah. So you guys got like this 8-week program, which is perfect for me.
No, that's one of my favorite movies, and I would say,
but he doesn't play much of a role.
I'm talking
it's really Bill Murray and
leading
Aykroyd,
character. So there was
Ramis,
Uncle Buck. What's the one where he's like a detective and
armed and dangerous?
Oh my God! Yes, it is Armed and Dangerous.
That's not what I'm thinking of.
That's with the guy from SCTV too.
Yeah, him and Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy, yeah.
And he go and Meg Ryan's in that movie.
Yeah.
And they pass their thing, and he goes, "All right, congratulations, we're class on Wednesday, 3:30."
Yeah,
that's great. That's a good movie.
Yeah,
because he was a former cop and lost his ass. You're talking about Harry Crumb.
Oh yeah,
who is Harry
Crumb?
Crumb?
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
No,
didn't
it's
like
not
that?
on my list.
Good.
No.
I'm trying to think. I mean, of other movies. I mean, The Great Outdoors is up there.
Yeah, Uncle Buck is an awesome one.
Yeah, I would say Great Outdoors or Summer Rental are
Planes,
over.
Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Shit, he's awesome in Home Alone.
Yeah,
In the original
That's
Home
right.
Alone. Yeah, I don't. If you don't want to
He's the
ride with a bunch,
polka
if you
band.
guys want to
Yeah.
run with a bunch of polka guys,
yeah.
Polka Bums.
Let's see. Cool Runnings. Yeah. Spaceballs. Shit, forgot
Yeah.
about Spaceballs.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but he was all right in that. I honestly think that.
He was in Vacation. Forgot about Vacation.
Oh yeah,
Moose out front should have told you.
That's not a rail gun, Clark. He goes, "What are you talking about? It's a Magnum PI." And he goes,
Here's a movie we've talked about before, Nothing But Trouble, that I don't know that many people have seen.
That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
It's
but he plays like multiple roles.
right.
In
He
that.
plays a woman, and
yeah.
But that has Demi Moore and
Chevy Chase.
Chevy
is in it.
Chase, and
Dan Aykroyd.
yeah, that's
Oh, is that with like
got
not a
Tupac
haunted
in
house,
it.
but like a weird
Yeah,
house,
they
right?
get in this weird town and they get held captive
Like
or
trap
whatever.
doors and shit.
He's gonna get a speeding ticket.
Yeah. Splash. He was in Splash. Brewster's Millions. Shit.
Oh, yeah,
that's a
right.
game changer.
Yeah, Brewster's Millions.
He's
The
great
catcher.
in that. Yeah, man.
Buys
there's-
Johnny. He goes, "I went and bought this. Look at this. The catcher's mask." Johnny Bench ordered it and didn't pick it up.
yeah. Volunteers with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to watch it. I couldn't do
No,
it.
I've seen it. It's a good movie. Yeah. Tom Tuttle from Tacoma, Washington. That was his name. Yeah, I don't know. I like pretty much anything that he was
John
in.
Candy.
There's not much. There's some of these as I'm rolling through that I haven't seen, but pretty much anytime John Candy
died
was in it.
94.
Yeah, it's a shame, man.
It's a shame.
I was just telling my wife the other day, I was like, I officially outlived John Candy. He died at 43 in like 5 or 6 months, and I'm just past that. So I'm like, hey, I'm doing all right. I'm not nearly.
Dude was 400 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not carrying nearly as much
you don't
weight
look
as,
like
he,
John
as,
Candy.
as he was. But hey, it's a moral victory.
Yeah.
Now, if I could just
You
talk
had to
about
eat the nag.
accomplishments before 43 is a whole different story because John Candy.
Yeah, I outlived John Candy. Wow.
didn't have,
You know what? I should have said that at 27. Holy Christ. I beat Janis Joplin.
right.
I beat Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
where are we at here?
I mean,
We got a long list here to just
yeah,
keep
we
going
could go
through.
on a whole
I'll just
second
run through
list.
a couple real quick
hit
here.
a couple
Yeah, just go
more.
down the
What we
list.
got?
RoboCop 2, Superman 3. One of you said that you loved Superman 3.
Superman 3 is awesome. It's got Richard Pryor.
It's Richard-
great.
and-
Supercomputer.
He's the only redeeming quality in that movie,
Well,
though.
what's
And he is.
The
And
peanut,
he is.
the peanut flicking.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah. Superman's drunk.
yeah, right. We had Godfather 3.
That was Superman 2, though. That's
that's
Zod.
3.
That's Zod.
No, it's because when he turns, he's bad Superman, and they go into the car wrecking yard
Yeah,
and
and
they
he
fight.
kills
That's
him.
the third one.
That's
Is
3.
it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
3. We had,
Oh, yeah. He goes to the... in
Two's
two,
where he loses his powers.
And he goes to that diner and gets his ass kicked.
Right.
And then he goes back,
and
fucks
beats his
that
ass.
dude up.
yeah.
Sorry.
We had Godfather 3, which I think... I don't know that it belongs... If the question is sequels that it should have never been made, I don't know. I think it needed to be made.
Yeah, it just
Whether or
wasn't
not
as
it was
good as
well
the other
done.
ones. Yeah.
It's like Blues Brothers 2000, Caddyshack 2. Yeah, we could have done without those completely. This Godfather, although not as well done, at least
Following a story.
At least
Yeah.
it helped the story along.
Yeah.
At least it closed things out, or it gave you more info. Jaws,
Sometimes that's good to just leave shit open.
right? Well, that's true too. Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
I just wrote Jaws ...
Yeah.
because Jaws the original was
Plenty of
awesome.
sharks. Yeah,
but,
well, yeah. It actually scared after doing it. Steven Spielberg, which was his first big movie.
Big movie, yeah.
He won't go into the ocean.
Yeah. My sister has problems with it still to this day, swimming in anything that has fish in it because of Jaws. She saw it when she was like 7 years old, and yeah, and I'm with her.
Came out in 1975, summer of 75.
Yeah,
It's older than me, and you know what? It'll always be older than me.
there you go. How about that? My wife and I went to the Dominican Republic And this is 10 years ago or whatever. And we went, and she wanted to go swim with the sharks and on this booze cruise thing. And so we got on this boat and drink some, I don't know, weird drinks that they made for us. And it was fine. Didn't know anybody else on
Jerry
the thing.
Jones.
We made some friends and,
Jimmy Jones.
Other people that, what are you talking about?
Talking about the Kool-Aid that fucking Jonestown had.
Right.
Everybody drink that too, guys.
Yeah. So,
you
yeah.
said
Who knows?
Jerry Jones. I was like picturing a yacht with like a bunch of
I think it was
football players.
Jim Jones, I think is who you're
Yeah,
thinking.
Jim
Yeah.
Jones.
But so we hop off this boat and they tell you, oh, go out and just you can stand up out here. It's great, So we go out there, we drink our drinks, and they're like, all right, now we're gonna go swim with the stingrays and sharks. And I'm like,
I'll be here drinking my drink.
This, So they're like, all you got to do is put your snorkel, and so we got to swim our asses off to get over to this pen where they've got it enclosed, and it's shallow water, but in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It's shallow water,
Right.
and you got to climb over this rope, and
And you picked a scab on the way over.
so they're nurse sharks, so they're not supposed to hurt you. And so
Not supposed to. Oh,
so-
what were they told?
yeah, they've been given a stern
Look,
warning.
these
Bad shark.
Hey, these assholes paid, all right, you jerks.
No,
You be
stop
good.
biting the tourists. I know they're tasty, but it's not allowed. No, so my wife goes over the railing first, and she's in there, and she's happy. This is her gig. She wants to do this shit.
So she's in a cage.
There's a bunch of people. It's big. It's a
Okay.
big pen.
Yeah.
And
It's big.
so
It's like their daycare.
yeah, it is. It's like a petting zoo. It's like a goat petting zoo where you
they're-
go in.
yeah,
but
it's
they
like-
could chew your face off,
Right, it's-
or more,
yeah.
right? So
It's
I'm
just
second.
a bunch of cobras. They're
Let
awesome.
me finish my goddamn story. So she's over. I'm crossing the line, and right as I crossed over, something grabbed my leg, and I screamed. I screamed like a little bitch, and I had a snorkel mask on, but I screamed loud enough that my wife turned around underwater. She heard, and she turned. She's like, "What happened?" I look around, and there's a lady that like kind of fell coming over, and she grabbed my leg,
your leg.
and I swore I was dead to rights. But I was like, "I'm
Nice.
done. I'm going. The shark's got me. It's over."
There's a piece of seaweed. It ended up just being seaweed. I was fine, but
Yeah,
that's funny.
I'd have been the same way. But I wouldn't went over. I've been like, no, I'll be over here.
I'm good.
I'll be over here with the margaritas.
Yeah, I'm here
Okay,
with the cooler. I'll hold the cooler down. Yeah,
someone's got to make sure those knots are good on the boat.
Right. Yeah, there was also stingray, and there's some dude sitting there, and he's got this stingray, and they say, oh, the tail's clipped. Now, Steve Irwin died
was
from
gonna
one of
say,
these bastards.
right.
Took one right through
And
the chest.
I believe that was before we
Yeah.
went on this thing, and I'm like,
It
no,
was.
there's no reason for me to touch this thing.
Don't care to.
No. And she's over there, and she's holding it, and there's some local guy that's holding it, really. And then the picture shot, we got it somewhere, and she's holding it, and she's smiling, and I'm like, I got this like scared as shit look on my face, and I'm barely touching it. I'm like, yeah, take the fucking picture. I'm done here.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, I don't like things that are
That's their
unpredictable.
home. They're fine.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I wouldn't want a fucking stingray trying to sell me Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, how would you feel if a shark came walking in right now and started fucking petting us?
I'd be fucking pissed, and I'd bite it. And
Be
that's
like,
what he gets.
Get the fuck out, shark.
Yeah.
What's the SNL sketch?
No, land shark.
You know,
Land shark.
Yeah.
Land
Land
shark.
shark.
Anagram.
What's that? What's that?
Candygram.
You're that shark.
Open the door. just open the door. That's fucked
Anyway.
up.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
Well, let me run through them just so we can get through
All
them.
right, go
Batman
quick.
and Robin, Phantom Menace. We could have gone on that one for a little bit. Shrek 3 through 4. Cars 2. Now, Chuck would have something to say about that.
My daughter would probably have something to say about the Shrek one. She loved him.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, I was
I
going
mean,
to say the Shrek movies are all
I've
pretty
only
good.
seen
I
the
think
first
kids
one.
like them, but the plot's kind of tailed off after
No, I have seen the second one. Is that the one where he turns into the dude and Donkey turns into a horse?
into a
think
stallion.
so.
Yeah,
I've seen that
then
one.
he ends
That's
up
it.
marrying, the donkey ends
Or is
up
that
marrying
3?
the.
What's
Maybe that's
3
the first
then?
one
That's
No.
the first
when he
one.
marries the dragon and they have little dragon donkey hybrids.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I also worked on Christmas Story 2, which you guys didn't even know existed, but it does, and it's horrible. And
You
it
should
has
see the lamp in that one.
it's just
Wiener,
big
wiener,
phallus.
wiener.
we got to raise the bar for
Oh,
Christmas
you got to
Story.
keep pulling on it.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's never going to turn on if you don't keep pulling on it. Jeez, that's
Oh,
a terrible.
shit. I just opened.
Well, that's a good
I
list.
guess we're gonna.
Where we at here?
We're at
We've
that time.
beating it to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But the point is, there's a bunch of great movies with a bunch of shitty sequels, and
Right.
I don't know why they got to keep fucking doing it.
Well,
it's a cash grab.
There's no original movies. I mean, fuck, Magnum PI is coming back. I don't know if it's going to suck or not.
But, it's going to suck.
But and then we've had what's the
and he's riding around in an old Ferrari.
Yeah, why wouldn't that dude have a new one? Right?
Yeah, put him
even
in
the
an
helicopter that you've seen in the commercials is an old ass helicopter. It's like, why wouldn't they get?
I want to see that old ass helicopter.
Fall out of the fucking sky. I want to see it.
Oh, man.
But anyway, the point is, Hollywood is out of original ideas. There's no originality there.
That's why we need to go out there.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll drop a gem out there. You people will have a 48-minute movie that will make you awe and gasp. But you'll be like, son of a bitch, Ed was quick.
I paid $12 for this?
And no sequel.
Wasn't even in 3D. So if you have your suggestion, something that we missed, let us know. Send us an email. loadthispodcast@gmail.com or drop us a line on the social stuff. At Load This Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And don't forget to check us out on the YouTube. Right now, we only have one video of Jared playing with his meat.
Right.
And we do have another one of me pooping in the morning, but we don't know if we should put that out yet.
You got to go through some hurdles to get that one to play.
Yeah.
But
are you sure? Really, are you sure?
So, but we promise to get more content of the video variety out there for everyone. We know we keep promising this, but it will happen. Trust us. We've got plans. We got drawings of a new studio.
Oh, there are
drawings. We got shit
Hello.
happening.
Hello, my name is Simon. I like to do drawings.
In the meantime, make sure you go check out our older episodes. If this is the first one you're listening to, check out some of the earlier ones.
They're good.
Where we may have been funnier, we may have been more controversial, or you just love hearing the sound of our voices. So, that's all I got.
All right. Well, as usual, fuck the Cubs.
That's right.
The
Fuck them
Cubs.
Cubbies.
That's right. Until next time, I'm Jared.
I am Ryan.
And this is Joe. I love you, Mom.
Christmas Story 2.
I didn't even know they
I was
did
going to
that.
say, there is one.
What kind of lamp is that?
Well, I never made it all the way through it, but it was like a straight to TV deal, and it was on AMC or whatever, and I watched it, and I was like, Jesus, why? Why would you? It was horrible.
How about Airplane 2, the sequel? I thought that was awesome.
I liked it. There was an Airplane 3, though, I think, that wasn't so good.
Well, I can't believe that.
Highlander 2.
William Shatner in that is unreal.
Yeah.
In
Airplane 2, yeah. Grown Ups 2. Grown Ups 1 was shit.
I liked it. I mean, you know what? I liked them. I thought, oh, that's cool because I like Adam Sandler, but you know what? I would never watch that shit. Like, if it's on, I'm like, yep, what else is on?
This person says, Home Alone 3, 4, and 5. And the next person goes, wait, there's a Home Alone 5?
Right, yeah, no shit.
What the fuck?
It's not even Macaulay Culkin. It's like a different kid.
some other asshole, yeah.
He should do one now. Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like, Home Alone
just
7.
him fucking shooting fucking crank into his arm.
No, I saw.
No
I think,
more weed.
I think they said Ryan Reynolds is going to reboot that with called Stoned Alone, I think.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's going to be an R-rated
Yeah.
one. I've seen that too.
RoboCop 3, did we talk about that one?
we did, yeah. 2 and 3.
Yeah.
We said 2, but
Saw 2 through 47.
Yeah, I like them Saws. They were corny though. They're corny as shit.
I just like that he says 2 through 47.
Yeah.
How many are there? There's 20 of them in there or
there's
something.
like
at least 7 or
9,
8,
yeah.
Oh shit!
All right, let's do this.
Cars 2 was not a good movie.
No?
I
Is
don't
that
know
the
if you-
one in Japan or something?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's racist.
We'll write it down for good
Sorry.
measure.
Cars too.
All our Japanese
Ka-chow!
listeners out
I
there.
also wrote down Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that never needed to happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, it needed to happen. Just
Is this
it was
me way
terrible.
over there on you like that?
hey, man, get your shit.
God damn it! Fucking rent out my seat and look what happens.
Where did Bill sit when he was here?
He sat in your seat.
Motherfucker. I thought I smelled something funny.
You know, I was going to say earlier, this is off topic, your shirt's looking sharp there. It's nice and starched.
He is
This
crisp.
goes
I
to the
thought
dry
that,
cleaner,
too.
man. This
Looks
goes
good.
to... Yeah, this is... well, yesterday I wore a shirt. I rarely do this because I'm getting cheap, though. I usually...
Getting?
Yeah. But I'll wear a shirt one time and I put it in the dry cleaning pile, and then when I get about 15 shirts dirty, I take them to the dry cleaner, and it cost me $250 a shirt to get it pressed and laundered, and so you can do the math on that. That's $40 something or whatever. but it's worth it in my opinion because shirts last longer when you do that. But so now I'm getting cheaper than I'm like, I'll hang that fucker back up. This one I won't because it's white. Number one is white. And I've been sweating a little bit today, so I know I got ring around the collar and shit like that. So, but if it's a colored shirt, yeah, I'll probably wear that shit twice now. But yeah, a black guy, this guy Joe Colmore, he started me on this. That he used to come into work, a very sharp dressed guy. I mean, as a lot of black guys are, but he would come into work, and he was dressed impeccably, and he always looked good, and his shirts were always like crisp and pretty. And I'm like, dude, how do you do that? Because at that time I was washing my own shit and ironing, and I was beating myself up. And he goes, I just take a dry cleaner, medium starch, and I do that regularly, and my shirts last forever. So no shit, I started doing that a while back, and I have this shirt right here is 7 years old.
Wow.
And I
Looks brand new.
Yep. And I only take it to the dry cleaner. It never gets washed in the laundry, and they last.
And now you got people commenting on your clothes.
Yeah. And I've got I think I have 4 or 5, maybe 6 shirts that are I bought them all at the same time, and I've still got all of them, and they all look the same. They all look good because I'm not running them through my fucking Maytag.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a thing.
Hell of a story, right?
Hell
Good
of a
story, Ryan.
Good story.
Moving on. Are we done with that shit yet?
All right, let's do this.